Hello everyone, this is Lindsay and I want to welcome you back to my channel. I have beautiful, simple, gorgeous journals from Brenda to share with you today, and then a couple of old books and a set of snippets from myself at the end. So we'll get to those at the end. So let's start right away. We've shown journals from Brenda before, and I love the simplicity of them. I was thinking, because I knew I was going to be filming this video today, and I was out this morning and I was thinking about the video on the way home, and I was thinking about single signature journals, the simple ones, the ones that are lightly embellished, that are easy to pick up and use. And I thought, wouldn't it be a great idea to have 6 to 8 of them on a shelf? Do you know, like the cheap Walmart notebooks, the ones you can get at the back to school sale for like 10 cents or a quarter each or something like that? And we tend to pick up 4 to 12 of them to have on hand, because you never know when you're going to need a notebook. And I thought the same thing holds true with these single signature junk journals. You can use them in the same way. So instead of buying cheap lined notebooks to have on hand from Walmart, why not buy simple single signature journals like this? Keep them on your shelf, and anytime you need a notebook for writing down ideas or giving as a gift or writing to-do lists or fleshing out ideas and things like that, you just grab one of these. And then as you use them, you keep adding more. I just think would be a wonderful idea, especially if you like to shop small businesses and you enjoy using something fun, bright, different, and colorful. So I'm just kind of showing you some of the options available. This one is Multifaceted, which she used my kit Multifaceted, which is gems and crystals. But isn't that just a pretty option for writing? Have something totally different. It would be a beautiful dream journal, a gift. Shine bright, be unique, dazzle and sparkle, reflect the light. These are pages from the kit. Lots of gems and jewels. And then there's these little like key thought, pretty stenciling. This says dates. You can put it wherever you want and add a date. You never get bored with using these as notebooks. This one is birds and bees. So she used my kit birds and bees, which is pretty self-explanatory. There's birds and bees. This is also feathered friends. Beautiful to play in. They make great gifts, like I said. Little folder flip down. I love this paper. It's been a popular paper. I want to say it's a Maggie Holmes paper. This one's called Yellow Rose, and she used my kit Country Piece. So it has a country theme, a nature theme. Just a simple little journal. You can either decorate it way up like a junk journal or just use it for writing in. Here's a fabric cover. It has some fabric yo-yos, and you can put maybe your favorite buttons or charms on those. This one's called Poetry of Trees, and she used my kit, Poetry of Trees. And this is the poem Trees by Joyce Kilmer. And I used that when I was designing it. I think that I shall never see a poem as lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed, can't see it from where I'm standing, against the earth's sweet flowing breast. A tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray. So beautiful, beautiful poem. If you love nature and trees, Psalm 1:3. He that planteth a tree is a servant of God. One touch of nature makes the whole world kin, William Shakespeare. I tried to add a lot of quotes about trees, and I was definitely inspired by the old vintage tree field guides. And I thought that that would be great to make a journal using those covers. That's kind of part of my inspiration. I love the green. So this is a tree-themed journal. Look at how pretty that is. This is fabric. This is paper. This is from my kit, What She Wore. There's a pretty little tassel. Yep, and it's called What She Wore. And I love how she used green. A lot of times pink or blues are used with this kit, or a lot of fashion kits, but look at how pretty that is. See, she has a green dress. So she used that kit, and then I'm sure she added some other goodies. Really pretty. Very pretty. I like the simplicity of it, but that she's added the perfect touches. There's a little flip. There's actually quite a few green dresses, and I wouldn't have thought of that. I have nothing to wear, every woman ever. It's a label I made for the kit. I thought that was just funny, something silly that you could add if you wanted to. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's another single signature. This one says Forget Me Not, and that's a piece of ephemera from my kit called Forget Me Not. And she's used ephemera and pages from that kit. A lot of vintage images from vintage postcards that I used while I was decorating these pages. Forget-me-nots seem to be really popular back 100 years ago and plus. I don't think we see them as often anymore, but if you're searching through vintage images and looking at vintage postcards, you will find a lot of forget-me-nots. They're so pretty. So there's that one. This is from Workbasket Moths. Got 3 little flower buttons and a little tassel there. And yes, she used my kit, Workbasket Moths. So there's a lot of moths, and there's embroidery, and has a real vintage feel to it. It looks great in sewing journals. I've used elements here, a lot of sewing elements, but it also looks fun in vintage ladies, fashion type journals, even some nature, butterfly, moth, insect journals. So this one's called Workbasket Moths. That was fun. Pretty colors on the cover too. And then we have some bright ones here at the end. This is a ring bound. Bright colors on the front. This would be perfect for putting a picture on. And let's see what she says about it. Bright through the year. So got goodies here with months of the year on them. It looks like we start off with winter and or January. We get into, there's February, March, April. So this is perfect for just adding, here's your summer. It just goes through the year. Here's 4th of July. It's perfect for adding those memories through the year. We have October and November, getting into December and Christmas. So fun for through the year. And then with it being ring bound, you could probably add things into that if you wanted to, but they are actually signatures. And maybe you could put a family picture on the front and then use it to keep memories for an entire year. I think that would be a lot of fun. And the final journal, it looks like it's a baby journal. We have a cute monkey on the front, a little tassel, 4 signatures. It's fabric covered. Monkey through the year. This would be a perfect baby book for their first year. You have winter, spring, summer, and fall. And you could start wherever you needed to. If you have a summer baby, I have 2 summer babies and a winter baby, but you could start here and then get to the end and start back at the beginning to fill it in. It looks like the other one, it's just more of a baby book feel, and there are monkeys and little jungle animal things throughout. So you can put pictures, first steps, first words, especially if you like a lot of memory keeping. It would make an excellent baby shower gift as well. So those are the journals from Brenda added to Marketplace Journals. And I have a few other things before we close the video. So I finished this set of snippets. You may have already seen this set if you watched my last video, Lindsay Creates episode 8, because they were on my desk and I had to clean them up before I could work on the project I had planned. But that's just a set of fun snippets. They're stitched. They have buttons or beads or something like that on them. I have a few books. This is the Big Picture Book of Animals. And it is from, let's see if we can figure this out, printed in Hungary. That's cool. 1950, 60, 70, 80, 1984. And there's some big flamingo pages. There's some really nice big pages. So maybe making envelopes or journal pages. Lots of fun. A lot of different animals. So that's great. 35 garden blueprints. This had some beautiful, look at how pretty these blueprints are. So any kind of garden journal you might be working on. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Scale 1 inch equals 1 foot. A lot in here for you to work with. And then the life of the hummingbird. This is a vintage hummingbird book. I think it's from the 80s. 70s. 1973. This is absolutely beautiful. These pages are nice and thick. Look at the pictures. Look at that. So it's from the 70s. You have thick, thick pages. So these print pages without pictures, they're going to make great tags, great pockets, things like that. So my video cut off, and I think I was just finishing showing the life of the hummingbird. And I have only 4 more books to share with you, and they're the My Book House. They're from, some of them are from, they're not from the same set. So some of them are from the 1930s and some are from the 1950s. And I will mark on the listing, so you know, and I'll take a picture of the copyright, so you know. Like this one's 1937, so it's old, but oh, you can make so many beautiful things with that. So I have the Magic Garden, I have Halls of Fame. They're craft condition, they're used. The covers are kind of damaged, but I know that they can still be redone to be beautiful. And then the treasure chest. I think this one's from the 50s, but I will mark it. Yeah, this is from 53. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, that you found some inspiration. My links are below, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Have an excellent day.